Hello everyone, today I would like to make a video about Megabonk and give you guys some useful tips and tricks on how to play the game because my experience with Megabonk has been a bit weird. So for me, what I usually do when I used to play the game, log in once, do a run, like lose, and rage quit, close the game and open the game up the next day and try again. And after doing that for about, let's say, 2 weeks, I managed to progress a lot. I think I have figured stuff out and I wanna give you guys some tips and tricks on how to play the game. So let's begin. So on my run, what I like to do is have like 2 weapons and 2 codex only to make it more similar to when you guys start the game. So I can explain to you guys how things works. So when you initially start, you will only have the fox and the knight. The fox is a little bit better because of the fire staff. The fire staff a little bit better than the sword as a weapon. But a nice character to progress the early game would be the monkey or the skeleton guy. You will unlock the monkey. You can unlock it on the first stage pretty early. The skeleton guy you can unlock it also pretty early in the game. My favorite character at all is this one, Tony McZoom, but it is much later in the game. I mean, I also like Spaceman. I also like Mega Chad, but yeah, that's my favorite character. That's the one that I have managed to clear the game. So yeah, let's do a run and explain to you guys how things works. And let's do it by picking, we will pick the skeleton because I think it is slightly easier to explain a specific mechanic. That specific mechanic you can also do it with a monkey, but it is a little bit easier on the skeleton. So yeah, let's begin and let's explain one core mechanic of the game that it's not in any video, it's not intended to be, but it's called bunny hopping. So what is bunny hopping? Initially, when you jump, you want to move your mouse slowly either to your right, or to your left. And by doing that, you gain massive movement speed. Now, why is that important? Let's pick XP here. Now, why is that important? Okay, because by doing this, you are gaining so much speed that you are able to explore the area much faster, gather more resources, and it is much nicer. Like if you master this mechanic, you will progress the game a lot faster. I'm not perfect with it. I'm also trying to film the video right now, but yeah, it is really important to do this. So yeah, that's bunny hopping. Originally, I know it from Counter-Strike, but it is also in this game. And what you want to do is just bunny hop around, open those shrines, look for jars. I mean, we can pick lifesteal, but so we don't really care about the orcs at the early stages. What you're gonna do is just bunny hop, open jars, move out, see the layout, see the oven. The oven is really important. We will need it later. Let's pick the seal tome that I do like. I will explain tomes in a bit. Actually, let's start explaining tomes right now that we got seal tome. So like in my ideal run, what I like to get is I like to get the sealed tome. I also like to get so like in my favorite runs, what tomes I like to get? I like to get the sealed tome because it helps you survive longer. I like to get the projectile tomes that give you extra projectiles on all weapons. I like to get the cooldown tome, which makes the cooldowns of all your weapons much lower. Let's get an extra jump, and now with an extra jump, doing bunny hops will be much easier, guys. Like so much easier. You will see. Let's move away from this elite. But yeah, by doing this and turning your mouse around, you are moving so much faster. Let's open some chests here. Let's open this. But yeah, on my favorite runs, what I like to get is Seal Tome, Projectile Tome, the Cooldown Tome, and the Movement Speed. That's the 4 tomes that I like to get in all my runs. You don't need to get the luck. You don't need to get the extra XP. You don't need those guys. What you should do is just do the quest. Do the quest once. Each tome has a quest on its own. Just do the quest once. Pick the XP tome once. Do the quest. Get it to level like 10. And forget about it. You are not doing leaderboard. You want to progress the game. You are struggling to progress the game. So you don't need the XP tome. And you don't need the luck one. Ah, yeah, let's get attack speed. Let's get the free chest here. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to focus on the game a bit so I don't stay behind. I mean, I don't think I'm going to lose like a stage 1 at this point, but yeah. Now let's talk about weapons. In all my runs, the weapons I like to get are the following. So I like to get the dice. In all my runs, I like to get the dice. When I see the dice and when I see the ages, I pick them like always. When I see, like at all cost, doesn't matter. If I see the dice or the ages, it's a must pick. And then what I like to get is either get like the black hole, either get the black hole or get the flask or get the daggers. If I'm playing Magzoom, you have the daggers by default, or lightning rod. Like those are my go-to weapons. Anything else, I just don't bother. I don't think it's worth it. But yeah. Let's get a magnet. We've killed some stuff. Also, we need to get a second weapon to increase our damage because I think we're struggling a bit. Should we get the daggers? I mean, I do have the dagger. You guys don't have the daggers, so yeah. Let's pick the bone and hope another weapon comes. Yeah, the flask, I do like it, but you guys won't have the flask. I also like the cooldown tome, but you guys won't have it when you initially start, so let's not pick it. Let's try to stick to the run as normal as possible. The knockback tome, useless, you don't need it guys at all. The edges is really nice, but let's go with edges. Okay, whatever. And let's get health. Okay, you don't need the extra gold. Let's get projectile speed. So this is what pretty much a typical game will look for you guys when you progress the game. Like I try to avoid as much stuff as extra stuff as possible. And now that I have my extra jumps, I can move around much faster. Do this. And next, let's talk about items. I mean, about items, what I do like moldy cheese. Anytime you see moldy cheese, it is a must pick. If you get moldy cheese, the more you get, the better. If you can duplicate them in an oven, you should do it. Like if you go into a microwave, you should duplicate the moldy cheese rather than anything else. But yeah. And that's pretty much the game, guys. At least for the early parts. So jump, bunny hop, move around. Ooh. And I'm gaining speed. Let's get Cursed Doll here. And now guys, let me find like one shrine and explain to you another mechanic. But yeah, what you should guys not do at all, like at all costs, never do it. You don't need the extra curse. Like let me find an extra curse. Okay. Let's get the moldy cheese now. Let's go to the oven that I did find initially on the map when I started. I knew it was somewhere here. Yeah. I mean, I knew it. That's why you want to bunny hop and move around the stage. Like, move around the stage fast. So you know where things are. Okay, very important. But yeah, let's get 3 moldy cheese. Now the oven will explode. Okay. Real nice, real nice. And yeah, what I was saying is you should never get extra curses at all. Like this grid shrine, you don't need it. Don't press it. You don't need to you don't need to make the game more difficult. There is also an item that makes the game more difficult. It's called skull leg. Like banish that. When you see it, just banish this skull leg item. I'm going to put a picture of it. But yeah. There is also the shrine that I'm trying to find so I can explain, so I can show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully I can find one. Yeah, here it is. So never click on it, guys. When you see this, you don't need the extra cares. You don't need more bosses to progress the game, to progress your runs, to progress your, what's it called, your challenges. You don't need those shrines, like at all. Complete useless. Now, if you are pushing for leaderboard, it will be another story, but you guys are not pushing leaderboard. You are stuck in the game like me on the early hours. You have like only 3 characters. You have these characters and the monkey who are really good. But yeah, that's what you should do. Just jump, get extra jumps, do bunny hop arounds. And we are also reaching, we have 2 minutes left. What I think I should do, I think it's time for me to, I mean, I can pull the boss and clear it pretty easy, I would say, with 2 minutes left. Yeah, let me do it. I think I can pull it off anyway. But yeah, see guys how this is going. Now I could have explored the area more, I could have delayed more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For my items, molded cheese is the one that I really like here and duplicate it like at all levels. When you reach stage 2 and you continue your run, you want to duplicate more if you can. But yeah. So that's the game. That's the tips and tricks I have to give you guys. You can do the same thing with the gorilla guy. But yeah, that's it. And now try to stay alive as much as possible. But I would say it's pretty much irrelevant right now. So yeah. So that's the video. That's the tips and tricks. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you can progress the game faster with those tips because that's literally what I have been doing. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.